Okay, running a bit of a test here. So we have two screens here. One's transparent, one's non-transparent. Well, light transparent. Light can pass through it, but it doesn't show an image on the other side. And the other one has the ability to show a screen on the opposite side. So one's transparent, one's not transparent. The big screen is non-transparent and light transparent, and the smaller screen is full transparent. So first things first, my name is Kenneth. My company is ILEG, Infusion Light Energy Technology Screens. And this right here is the technology we're working on under the AdTech coating. It is basically our ILEG Infinity Transparent Black. So I did two of these. I was curious to see how hard the application would be to apply on it. Number one, sprayers definitely yes. Definitely sprayer. Definitely. That's definitely never going to be rolled on ever. Ever at all. Period. But just curious to see what happens if we made one like a lightly transparent, because light does have to travel through it, versus one that's not. Versus one that's actually is fully transparent. So just doing a little test. Get an understanding idea of what we're working with. I'm not going to have all this documented and recorded. What to say? That's AdTech Black. What the frick is this? So what's this? This is transparent? So this isn't transparent. Label these things, man. This is a transparent. Alright, what I'm doing specially? Testing. A lot of testing. Original patents or patent pendings are not cheap. So make sure we get this thing down packed before we actually go down that road for all that paperwork. But anyway, yeah. So, we learned some valuable lessons about it. But one, never. Rolling it's not it's not a good idea. Besides, we got sprayers coming in. I got plenty of plexiglass. I got more plexiglass coming through. So we can do a lot of testing on this. So I can see it's lighter here. It comes up much lighter here, and it's a little darker in here. I don't know, because maybe I might have to push it from the wall, but we can't push it from the wall until we bring that screen over here, because that screen is designed to allow the screen to stand on a standalone. So I'll have to bring that one over here tomorrow, set that up next to it, and see what we get from there. And until then, Thursday I got to go down to the garage and I got to blast those and the other ones, so that will be able to clear transfer through, and we can actually get some other testing done. Okay, tacos, stay away from the equipment, please. You're working over there, and I don't feel like having your face rubbery and stuff on it. Excuse me, buddy. In the path. In the path of progress. You gotta get out of the way. This is one of your toys. I don't know why it's how it got over here, but it's here. That's you. Keep your toys in your section, baby. Never mind. Yeah, we got the aluminum next. Aluminum, what is it? The Phoenix. Phoenix has aluminum screen. We got the coating for that one ready. Definitely that one's got to be sprayed in too on top of that. Somebody's busy in the garage section. See right there? See the water white levels are higher here than there. But I wonder if that's because I know it's. Alright, let me get this screen over here, because I know myself at the end of the day. It's going to drive me nuts. I got to see. Look where he goes at. In the same spot where I got to work at. Taco! Come on, man. You got to take that someplace else. You got a whole area behind the back of me that you can be at right now. You don't have to be there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's him wanting to be on camera all the time. Literally. He has to be on camera all the time. It's no joke. He would sit there right there just to get on camera. But when you put the camera in his face, you don't want it. You don't want to be bothered with it. Okie doke. Panel. Why does this look like the fucking? Oh yeah, we definitely won't be tripping over that line. Let's see. And for those who don't know, that's all coded in our technology, everything. I got a projector map, the whole thing. So I made some changes. All that's coded. That's going to be coded with our projection screen paint product. So when I put a projector up on the, well, we're going to have to do it from a magnetic system. I don't want to touch the ceiling. And we're going to project them at the entire area around it, plus the screen itself. Like, all of this. This is all Black Star. All of it. Everything. Make a black screen paint. I'll just paint it black. Alright, let's see what we got to do. This is a transparent. Why is this thing such on a tilt here? Did I build this on a tilt? Oh, the lean's back over there, that's why. Alright. Okay, let's pull it out. Find out. Transparent section. But your $100 isn't squirting in my foot, right? Oh! Seriously, dude. Out of my path. This is the part where things get a little frustrating. Not in this, but my brain not wanting to shut down because all these questions are popping up in my head like, okay, what about this? And what about that? And run it through this and run it through that. So yeah, this is the part where I go a little buggy because I got so much testing to do on this thing. It is not even funny. But what I got to go through on one of these things. I'm trying to get this to get in there. It's the same size. Why are you not going in? There we go. So yeah, this is where things get a little buggy for me. Because again, yeah, this is a lot of work I have to go through, test everything, make sure everything is legit and running perfectly. This is the part that I have to go through that's really stressful. And this is why I say at the end of the day that all the work that I have to go through, long hours I have to put in, I really don't appreciate it when people touch my stuff. So when I say that I'm going to get you in court and sue the daylights out of you, I'm not playing with you. Sheesh. Yeah, because I work very hard at my technology, extremely hard. When I see people trying to embarrass myself at the end of the day, oh man, I swear. You individuals involved in that nonsense, oh, don't sleep. Don't sleep. I can't wait. And that other one too, Monday morning, I should find out whether or not if he's a United States citizen or not. I should have that information tomorrow. I don't appreciate that nonsense. I work hard to build my stuff every single day. I work hard, massive hours I got to put in to design this stuff. And someone's going to say, my stuff doesn't work? Yeah, I'll see you in court. Every time I think about this more, McAfee, I tell you. But I can't go back on my own word. But you're lucky, man. I work too hard for this dumb nonsense. But Mr. Fernando, who started all this nonsense, I guarantee you got my 100% dedication to putting you behind bars. I guarantee you, you can smirk all you want on camera, but if I find out what it is, what I think it is, you pop up. And if you are, then you're going to get hit with so many lawsuits, it's not even funny. And I am asking the judge for all the stuff that we went through and everything we got to go through in our family, all that nonsense. I want 40 to 50 years to keep our company happy. And I'm going to get it too. And those copyrights, that's why I'm taking them to federal court, because I can get that jail time I wanted. All right, let's pull this back. Yeah, go through tons and tons and tons of work just to have some jokers at the end of the day think you're going to come on YouTube and tarnish my work at the end of the day and do whatever the freak you want to do. I got something for you. Let me see. Where are we at here? So transfer the lights. Let me see. That's the part. Where's your box that tackle? I just had your box. There's over there. Now for me, on my end, this is the part that frustrates me because my brain doesn't sleep. It's constantly saying, test on this, test on that, test on this. Gotta know. Can we keep it here? Transfer is much cleaner. And this is giving us way too much light. But I gotta know all this stuff. All this stuff I gotta know. Whether I like it or not, I gotta know it. Whether I'm frustrated, whether I'm sick, whether I'm tired, I gotta have to know this stuff. So let me see, go back here. See what we get here. So if you say I'm triggered, nah, I'm not triggered. When you see me in the courtroom, that's when you see me triggered. And it's because I know I can give you a lot of time. I talked to this private investigator on Wednesday. He wants to verify information on him, and he's going to go hunt. Gonna take a look, try to figure out where we can find them. The one we want the most, we already got. The rest of them, we'll see what happens. But the one I want is Fernando. That's the one we want the most. He's the one who started this nonsense. You don't show up to one of those criminal cases. If you didn't show him the bench warrant goes on him, you know it's going to come for you, right? And he's a bounty hunter too on top of that. And you'll get a chance to meet him. And he's going to find you. I'm hoping he's a U.S. citizen. I am hoping. I want to get him in court so badly. Hoping he's a U.S. citizen. Let me see what we got here. Now the markings on the screen, that's from rolling in. That's why you don't roll them in. But I need to find out. And we had to separate it because it has to come off the wall because light has to transfer. So if not, they go dark. And it won't be a fair comparison. Won't be a fair comparison unless I have it off the wall a little because it still has to transfer some light. See, white levels are way higher here than they are there. So the difference between this and this one was made a little bit darker so it transfers less light. It's only designed for a front projection only. And this one over here is designed for both rear and front. Oh. And we can alter and change it, make those white levels higher. I'm curious what we have to do it for this one. Okay, they're close, but one's actually brighter than the other one. Okay. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. We have to, I know we have to do. I have to add something to it. I want to brighten the white levels up on this one. I do like the light front projection. I do like it. So we're going to have to add something to bring those white levels up higher. I know exactly what to do with that. That's not a problem. That's easy. And then we have the front and rear. Now, you're probably curious, why would you make a product that is lightly fronted? Because I told you that the ad tech has the ability to be able to convert the original technology we have here into this, which means we can make a Black Star version of this technology, which would be a profile by lightly, but then it'd be all stizzle screens, every single one of them, because we can't even give you this stuff, but we can convert all that stuff. Oh no, 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 no. I frustrate somebody at the end of the day. No, you will never get this product, ever. It's only ours only. It's designed for us. Somebody got mad and go, because you thought you were going to get your hands on it? It's going to have a patent sitting on this thing. Go ahead and play it if you want. Patents are far worse than copyrights. Far worse. FBI does get involved in that, right, man? Okay, what is it, people? If I wish somebody would, I hope somebody does it. I hope somebody touches this baby while the patent's on it. Oh my goodness, I'm going to make an example of them. I'll make sure it's all documented. I'm going to make an example of them. Hope you got the money to pay it. Yeah, I'm locking this thing down. The thing about it is, it's not so much as the sticky finger idiots of freaking YouTube. It's the fact that we're doing this because we have to deal with companies. Companies will reverse engineer the daylights out of something in a hot second. They'll get a sample of it and they'll check to see if there's a patent on it, and then they'll go after it. Not worrying about you YouTubers at the end of the day that don't know how to basically carry yourself correctly. We ain't worrying about y'all. We're talking about big corporations. That's what we're thinking about at the end of the day. The people who got the money and power to go and reverse this technology. At least at the end of the day, when we sue one of them, they got the money to pay us. We sue somebody on YouTube, one of these jokers at the end of the day, you think they got $2 and $3 million laying around to pay us? No, they do not. They're just going to get stacked in liens. That's pretty much it. That's what happens from that. Stacked in liens. That's the money to pay us. That lawsuit going through in federal court, that's $250,000 per offense. He hit that thing 53 times. Add up how much money that becomes. They don't have that money. But if one of these big companies at the end of the day hit that sucker, they had to pay us. No, that's just going to end up in a bunch of liens. That's what it's going to end up in. A bunch of freaking liens. That's where that's going to end up at. Alright, happy with the front projection there. Good with that. That's where that's going to end up at. Probably going to see roughly, I would say maybe if we're lucky, 30,000 of it, maybe, if we're lucky. But we got the two CCPs, that's 60 grand right there, and another $175,000 for the defamation. We don't have that kind of money. But at the end of the day, we still got to sue them. So it is what it is. If I don't, then what's going to happen? I'll let everybody else run over my stuff and do what they want to do at the end of the day. A buddy of mine, a friend of actually, customer contacted me and said, yeah, I know how you feel, Mr. Bird, because I wrote a song and somebody took it. Somebody took the song and made it their own. Stole his song and took it. People hate that nonsense. But yeah, get yourself copyrighted. Get yourself copyrighted. Get them trademarks, get everything on it. Lock your stuff in. Because you got people like that idiot at the end of the day will touch your stuff. So, if you're in the room, Mr. Fernando, just let you know, don't get comfortable. I wouldn't. Depends on what's going to show up at your front door. It could be the other ones that could show up because, again, if we don't find anything on you showing that you have proper paperwork to be here, then you're going to deal with that half over there. And it's not like at the end of the day, please don't go carrying on me because I'll sue you again about saying that, oh, he's got people hunting me down. No. We got to take you to court, buddy. And I don't get those court fees back. So whatever money I got to pay out, I don't get that back. It's gone. So to make sure 100% from the attorney's point of view is to make sure your paperwork is legit. But either way, you're going. Because if you're a United States citizen, by the time I get done with you in federal court for my copyrights, you're going to jail. So either way, you're going to jail. Either way you got to go. That's how, put it this way. Either way he has to go. That's where it comes down to. And if we do find out that you don't have paperwork, it's going to bring up a lot of red flags because they're going to know and we're going to know. And guess what they're going to have to do? They're going to have to report it. And to report it, knowing you have criminal charges on top of you, you can't come back ever. Because once you commit a crime, you can't come back at all. Don't make this about race, because if you do that, I'll file another lawsuit against you. Get enough of those, you're really going to have some problems. Oh, man. I got Mexican brothers that would kick his behind at the end of the day. Because they seen the dumb stuff he was doing, and they don't even like it. Don't make it about race. I get my Mexican brothers involved in that. I said before, I ain't about deportation, but unfortunately, you're going to pop up because you got criminal charges coming up and lawsuits, and some of them are with the United States government. So you brought that on yourself. Anybody, when your friends are saying, "How dumb are you?" at the end of the day. And if you do have them, which I hope you do, I 100% hope you are a United States citizen. Because again, it is going to be so much of a justification and enjoyment to watch you squirm in court. As you watch all the stuff that you did against my company being broadcasted on that nice big screen up there for you to be questioned on. And I plan to have my attorneys drill you, man, like there is no tomorrow. You're going to answer all the questions, all of them. And then after I'm done with you, my family's going to take their turn and they're going to sue you and file charges against you again. So keep in mind, we're going to have you coming in and out of the prison system. You'll be wearing a jumpsuit the next time I see you in court. But right now, Mr. Fernando thinks that's a joke. Don't worry, I got a process server or two will be going through your front door. You'll see what gets real quick. I will be in contact with your landlord too, so you know that I told you, Fernando, that's definitely going to happen. I'm reach out to that landlord. But for some reason, we're having a really hard time finding him. We are. And after having the fake landlord contact us, again, not a good idea. Why is your landlord hiding and does not want to be found? Is there problems over there with the IRS? What's going on? Because I'm finding it's difficult to find this guy. We can't even find his. They found the building. The only reason why they found the building because he marked it. That's why they found the building. Because he put his LLC underneath of it. That's why they were able to locate the building. Other than that, the name of the apartment complex is not there. It's not even registered anywhere. So why in the world would an apartment complex not be registered? I mean, you can look up Julian Apartments, you can look up the 505, you can look up the City View, you look up all of them, they're right there. You can just pick them up, they're right there. We can't find this. It doesn't even register. So why is that apartment not registering? And this is where red flags are being popped up. Typical Karen. I have to dig into his stuff now. And you'll cry and whine about that at the end. He's probably crying already on YouTube about it. Don't worry about it. Don't broadcast it on YouTube. You already got problems already as it is. And no, we don't believe him because again, he has a habit of doing fake stuff. We'll let the people we got to contact. We'll let them figure out what he is or who he is and whatever. They'll figure it out. I like this city background scene. See, it's lighter here. Alright, let me see. We should make a gunmetal ad tech. Kind of been dying to do one of them. Don't have a front and rear gunmetal. Have we ever had a front and rear gunmetal? I don't think we ever had one. We gotta make one. That'd be kind of cool though. That'd be definitely different than the other gunmetals on the market. They're not even front and rear. That would be a front and rear technology. Ooh, we may have to make one of those. They don't have one. We should have one. Alright, I'm going to redirect this over there. Yeah, that's the one I'm going to show off. that's what frustrating because I got to put so much work into what I do every freaking day. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy it some days, but some days, man, when I get to this test stuff, it says, messing with my head, telling you, you gotta get this done, you gotta get that done, you gotta get that done, you gotta get that done. Gotta know about this, gotta know about that, gotta know about that, gotta know about that. Yeah, it gets frustrating. It gets frustrating. I remember being up 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning testing. Look at my timestamp on my videos. Them videos sometimes like stretch into like 4 and 5 o'clock. I'm up working. And here we are, we got this dumb jerk at the end of the day, getting up in the morning, putting fake labels on containers and saying that's my product. Man, I'm telling you, Mr. Fernando, when I get done with you, I wish you weren't born. I'm dead serious. I'm gonna make your life a nightmare. You touch my product at the end of the day, you're gonna regret that, especially my copyright. You're gonna regret that. Get yourself an attorney, have him reach out to me, see if we can't sue you. Gonna wallpaper your freaking door and freaking court orders when I get done with you. Told you, 2025 is my year. And I'm gonna dig into that LLC you got too. That perjury nonsense. I'm gonna let them know that you're under investigation. We'll reach out to them. I won't be. I got somebody who will be taking care of that. Take all that up. Everything. Universal Studios, that whole Frankenstein mess, jar receipts, we've been buying this stuff from you. You don't have the rights to even sell it, someone's name on it. That's like somebody making Dragon Ball Z paint. Can't do that. That's against the law. Oh, and by the way, on a flash drive, I had the original eBay account where you had the symbol of Frankenstein on these orange, kind of lime green and yellow and orange packaging that had their logo all over them. We have it 27 times on a flash drive. So I've been documenting these since day one. What did I say? Do what you gotta do to know you don't do it, man. So, you're gonna owe me a lot of money. And you're gonna pay it. But if I find out the other thing, well, I'm gonna save some money and you're getting deported. And you can't blame anybody else for that at all, period. Because you did it to yourself. Can't sit there and say, hey, he illegally came out to me. No, buddy. You did it to yourself. No one told you to break a whole bunch of laws, especially government laws. You did it yourself. Unfortunately, when we try to dig you up, and we're going to dig you up, and figuring out to do a background check to see whether or not you have citizenship, unfortunately, that's going to come up. So for damn if you do and damn if you don't scenario. And that's what my buddy said at the end of the day. I said, well, you better hope you got papers. And that's my Mexican buddy. You better hope you got papers or you're born here. You got a green card, we can get that revoked from you because of the criminal charges. But they'll figure it out. Told you in life, I explained to you that you have to pay for everything in life. Everything catches up to you sooner or later. Don't get away with nothing. Bad timing. That's pretty much what it comes down for him. If the orange man wasn't in office, let's say he wasn't in office, say Harrison was, right? And the orange man wasn't in office, would he still be deported? Yeah, he would be deported. Because again, he comes up on the radar. That's why. Criminal charges, all that stuff. You can't commit those crimes. I mean, most people at the end of the day, especially if I was over in Japan, let's say I love Japan, I always say at the time, or England. And I'll say some over in Japan, right? And I don't have citizenship over there, right? What would be the first thing I would do when I get over there? Well, number one, stay out of the radar. Stay out of trouble. Stay to freak off social media. All that good stuff, you know what I mean? Stay under the radar. Work, get a job, make a little money, save it up, bank it, get myself an attorney, and work on getting my citizenship. That's what I would do. I got friends who did the same thing. They worked and got their citizenships. That's what they did. Just in case, because you never know who's going to come in office. You never know. You never know what policies they're going to use. You don't know that. But they did know with this guy because he tried it the first time. So if he tried it the first time, why wouldn't you have gone in and gotten that paperwork locked in? But then again, with some people, I can understand they're going to be scared because they figure they worked, they put a lot of time in, they built a lot of stuff up, and I can understand all that. And they figure they're going to lose it all. But you don't know until you call somebody. I would just call or have somebody call for me or something at the end of the day. You know? Quite frankly, as I said before, to me it's all stupid. And the reason why I think people should be able to live anywhere they want to live at. But, you know, those are rules and regulations by the United States and other countries. Other countries do the same thing. Go look up Germany, any one of these countries. Go look them up and see, hey, type down, what would I need to become a citizen of Germany? Or Canada, or any of these places. And you'd be surprised. Same thing we got over here. We ain't the only ones to do that. They got it over there too. But it shouldn't be that way. It should be people should be able to go anywhere they want to live. But unfortunately, that's not true. Because somewhere along the line, somebody in history said, "Oh, this would be a great idea. Let's do this," and this became this. Like at one point, you didn't pay taxes for land. Did you know that? It was free. But somebody came along and said, "Oh, we should do this." And here we are. We have this. I'm not for any form of deportation whatsoever. But unfortunately, under the rules and regulations of the United States government, it's going to become a possibility for him if his paperwork isn't straight. If it's any other nationality, and it's just got to be Mexican, it can be any other nationality. If you commit a crime, that's what happens. If I go overseas and I commit a crime, it's the same thing. I'm a foreigner over there. I'm not a citizen. So that's how it's looked at over there in any way whatsoever. If I go over and I commit crimes over there, guess what? I'm going to be punished for it. That's how it works. Nobody is above the law. Do I have my air freshener? No. But knowing that joker, he'll make it about race, because that's what he does. He does petty stuff like that. And like I said, if it gets back to me, anybody comes back to me and gets back to me saying you're making some false statements, man, I'll have you arrested, man. I'll come down to California and I'll file charges for a warrant for your arrest. I do not play with that at the end of the day. I will get on an airplane, take a trip down to sunny California, and I'll go file criminal charges right there in your state to have you arrested. Play and see what happens. Then you really have some little problems on your hands. Because once we get you locked up down there, we can have you expedited up here. Because you're already in the system. They just transfer you over, make it faster. Ain't that right, Mr. Taco? Yes, sirree. Why are you so furry? He said, I don't even know. I wake up and I'm furry all the time. Are you? Are you furry all the time? All the time? Every single day you're furry? How is that even possible? So I'm going to finish painting the rest of this. And where the freak is my paint at? Hoo-ah! Bam! That's the black technology. We painted all this with. This is the next coat we're going to put down here. Get that done. All of this is going to be coated in black technology. And then next you know we can projector map this whole thing. So my projector mapping up, I can make this water, I can make this fire, I can make whatever I want. Because the projector mapping works both ways. Alright, people. Let me see right here. Gotta plug that in. Anybody else that have been a citizen? I have never been to this before, never. Anybody I sued down through time has always been United States citizens. This never even came up in my head. I've already paid the money with the CCB. I paid the it's $100, it's $40 and another $60. Yeah, I paid that already. It never dawned on me. It didn't even dawn on me when I filed for the first one. It never dawned on me. So if you sat there and said, oh, nobody, it was never about that the other day. Because when I filed the first one, I had the first process server, it never really dawned on me that maybe he might not have paperwork. And you can sit there and say, well, you're just making it. Buddy, look, you're writing at the end of the day. It just brings up a lot of red flags. It brings up a ton of red flags. The way you wrote your website, the way you word things, the way you do, unless you just never went to school, came here to the United States, and never went to school. I don't know how that would be possible, because if that was that would be possible. You have officers and all kinds of stuff. Parents can take into court. If there's not a certain enrollment where the kid's showing up for school, that they never basically enrolled you in a school, which would be virtually impossible, but if there's no enrollment showing that you were never in school, those parents can go to jail for that. They show this kid's missing a certain amount of days, they go to jail. They get penalized for that. So that's not possible. So where did you go to school at? Now, for people saying, well, okay, so he's over, he comes from Mexico. He basically over there probably went to school. But I know people from Mexico, and the people went to school. They got graduates, they have degrees, they have scholarships, all that stuff. It depends on what you take advantage of. Heck, you can have somebody here born in the U.S. If they don't go to school, they just don't know. And you can have somebody over here in another country, they don't go to school, and they just don't know. So how would you not know this stuff? Especially that whole, when I saw the whole court thing, we couldn't figure out exactly 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm like, wow, you learned that in 3rd grade, the measurements of liquid. How would you not know that? And even if you don't know it, you would learn it from going to the store. You would learn from that process. I don't know. That's as baffling as I don't know what. That still doesn't explain that website, because I said before, his writing is really, 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 really bad. Really, really bad. Now, before he jumped off the bus, oh, you're saying, oh, I got friends that are Mexicans. I got Mexicans that love to marry into my family at the end of the day. Yeah. One's a manager for some company at the end of the day. His handwriting is absolutely immaculate. His freaking writing, all that. It depends on what you take advantage of. So I don't know. If you're a U.S. citizen, maybe he's in an LD class or something. I don't know. Because that don't make any sense. I don't know how you're a grown man and your writing's that bad. I mean, really, really bad. The other one too got bad writing too. You got really, really bad writing. I think basically it's like I don't know, man. No capitals at the beginning of sentences. Constant runoff on words, and then it just stops. Just abruptly stops out of the middle. Like and if they end and put a period at the end, and then start a whole new sentence, but it'd be short. It'd be like maybe like 2 or 3 paragraphs. Not even a paragraph. Just how do they put it as a word? How they say it? How it's basically how it's like someone trying to write someone trying to write and stutter. That's what it's like when I read that stuff. It's like someone trying to write stutter. That's what it's like. So it's a whole entire sentence will blow up out of nowhere, and then period, and then they'll be like, and go. I'm like, no. And it's random. It's all over. It's all over the place. Like, yeah. You can't get it, no way in the world you can say you graduated with a GED, because there's no way in the world you pass a GED. You would have to get a tutor. No. I got a tutor. I got a tutor when I went to restaurant school for fractions. I had to take up advanced fractions. Because, they got them cookbooks that come in there. Because everybody told me at the end of the day, oh, you will never use a calculator ever in cooking. Never ever use a calculator. That's a bunch of bull. But I had to go to get a tutor for fractions, because my fractions weren't that good. So I went through all that, to go through all that crap to get my first job. And the guy was like, make sure you have a calculator. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding. I paid that money for that freaking tutor. And that guy, first job I got, the guy was like, no. We don't want nothing off the top of your head. Make sure you got a calculator, a good one. They went to Texas Instrument calculators. They went cheap ones. They went some good ones in there. Yeah, I'll never forget that first day in there. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm good. I can add everything, break it down. Because, you get a freaking cookbook for like feeds about 50 people. And you got to break it down for 10. You got to break it down for 5. You got to break it down for 6. You got to break it down for 2. Yeah, the cookbooks are designed to feed a lot of people. You got to bring advanced fractions for that. And that's what I took up. And then getting there, my first job, and the guy was like, make sure you got a good calculator. I'm like, somebody owe me money. I remember when calculators weren't even allowed in school. I mean, you got suspended for carrying a calculator to school because it's considered to be cheating. And now it's mandatory. You have to have it. Oh, who remembers that one? You remember that rule a long time ago? Where you got caught with a calculator in class, you got suspended. I remember that too. And now that you have to have calculators now. Have to have it. You'll never forget that. Which is weird, because why would you have them in if they're going to tell you the answer anyway? Wouldn't that be cheating in math? Yeah, that'd be a huge gap for math, wouldn't it? Because you have to go home and you got to do math work. You got a calculator right there. I don't see a purpose of basically there we go. I don't get that part at all. Okay, that baffles me. I don't know why we even have math anymore if we have calculators now. Like, really, seriously. You even got freaking tape measures that are digital now. You just pull them out and they give you the exact same, yeah, or whatever. Unless you're going to be taking up, I don't know. What's the calculators for quantum physics? We ain't got anything hooked up. We got anything hooked up here? We're running. Oh, calculators on this side, on that side. For quantum physics. What are we running into? Are we not running into that? Right, whatever. I look up it. I'm just curious about that. Like, how is that? I wish I could ask my other one. He was actually advanced and all that stuff like that. He did chemistry and everything like that. I wonder if he has special calculators for that. I'm pretty sure they do. Pretty sure they do. All right, let's get this turkey up and going over here. First time I had to go through this. And all the people out there, you had to take the court for the dumbest stuff you could ever believe in. I've never ran across anybody that might have not been a U.S. citizen. How do we even... I got to figure it out now. Because usually I just go in and basically file the paperwork and go from there, and then I'm done. And that's it. And I see you in court. That's pretty much it. It's that easy. Process server goes, that's it. Never ran into that one before. And that's what the lawyer sat there and said, well, don't put any money into anything, just don't. Until you find out, because you're not going to get that money back. It's non-refundable. You can't get that money back. It's a front projection screen. Wow. This is separated from the wall. Where's... Okay, you're making biscuits. Oh, you making biscuits? Make me some biscuits, Taco. I want honey on mine. Always making them biscuits. Always making biscuits. It's always making biscuits. That's hot. Yeah, I can see that's hot. Alright, that's better. Because laying next to that wall, yeah, it throws it off. But it's basically it's separated. Ooh, wee. So, I'm going to upgrade this one. I'm going to upgrade this one to... I'm going to actually upgrade the heightener technology. So it picks up an extremely high white level. That's the next one. And this time I'm going to spray it down, because you don't want to roll them in. Trust me, I just need to find out. I'm not spraying anything in here. I'm going to go over into the garage, spray it in, get it locked in, put it right in there. I'm using this screen instead. That black is beautiful. Oh, excuse me. And those of you who are fans of wrestling, you know exactly who the he is. If you don't know, you better ask someone. That wrestlers had me crying at the end of the day. I remember it got to the point that everybody was saying that, man. You go over freaking over McDonald's, all you hear is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, 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 yes. This front projection, you got a name for it too. There's a name for the front projection. So it's less, it gives off less light. It's only front projection only, but it's still transfer. It has to transfer light through it. Has to transfer light. Why are these people on my screen? Get up there. Yeah. Man, this was actually a good call. Definitely a good call, okay? I'm happy with this. I am a happy camper. Gee, it looks gorgeous. So screens that are basically the transparent screen for front and back, they pull high white levels, which are good because that light transfers back at a faster rate. But these right here basically have a light transfer to the back, which means we're going to have to go in and put in a heightener, higher heightener to get the white levels to pull a little bit higher. Other than that, the color, everything's flowing beautifully. Contrast levels, extra dark. Extra dark. Now, when you're doing a rear projection screen, oh no, we have done ultra black rear. I can't say that either because we've done ultra black rear projection screens. Oh my goodness. The time. But once this is all paid off, because again, my reason why when I get my patent pending locked in for my technology, man, I'm going to be able to ship out sample screens galore to all these companies because they can't touch it. I'm going to advertise the living daylights out of this thing. The living daylights out of it. Yep. Give me a big boy patent attorney. Just in case. Put them on a retainer. Just in case. We get some dum-dums. Oh my goodness. 235.1. I had the Blackstone at 235.1 ViewSonic projector coming through. And this time, we got a good merchant. I like I said, the other merchants, if it's somebody by himself and they're selling, I like to give people an opportunity to give them a chance. We usually like to deal with the companies that say, hey, you buy two and you get a little cheaper price for this one. They sell in quantums. So I can always get another one. I never have a problem with getting a return on those. If something goes wrong, send it back and give me another one back. But I ain't worried about lamps. Lamps, I'm not going to change out filters, all that stuff. I ain't worried about that. This other one, that's going to go back. Well, technically, no. It's not going to go back. I guarantee you, he's not going to pay $40 for shipping to have a broken projector come back to him. And I haven't heard anything back from him since. I told him that he did a YouTube video and I sent it over to him. I haven't heard anything from him. He's read the email I showed you. He was telling me that he thoroughly tested it and all that stuff, blah, 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 and this, that, and the other. I'm like, okay, all right, we're going to go. This is what we want to go with. We want to use this right here. Let's see if I had talked up court in that conversation and said, hey, so you don't mind if we go to court over this? And he probably would have ran his mouth and said, oh, yeah, I got no problem with that. We can go to court anywhere you want to go at. Okay, I just want to show you something real quick. Show them that video. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We got your projector right out of the box. No, that's going to work out today. We're going to talk about court now. I don't think we're going to talk about court. Because that's that substantial heavy evidence. And once you have that substantial heavy evidence, people don't look good in court. At all. Period. How much are we charging for these things? They got a phone line here to figure out exactly what we charge for the black ones. And are these going to be different than the other ones? How much? They asked me how much is that screen. How much? How much is that doggy in the window? Choo 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 choo. Choo 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 choo. How much is that doggy in the window? Video. Oh, it wouldn't be this. This is an ad tech review. This. Oh my goodness, am I live? Am I in the room right now with you guys? I'm in the room with you guys right now. Ah, it's definitely live. Let me see. So that image really the image? Is that image the real image? I have it on my cell phone right over here. It's gonna be late on here. It's gonna pop up on the other. There we go. See? Image over there, image over here. You're watching live on live. Isn't that crazy? That's insane. I'm actually inside. Oh, this is freaky. Look at this. It's a phone within a phone within a phone within a phone. Oh, that's crazy. I'm gonna do that again. Oh, that is crazy. What? Bam! Phone within a phone. What? A phone within a phone within a phone. Oh, gotta do that again. Bam! Phone within a phone. Can we get a... Oh! There's another phone within a phone. Oh, I definitely gotta have some fun with this. This is funny. Definitely gotta watch this. I'll be back. Bam.